What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So kind of want to redo this video of the Airoh Commander 2 in Doom Gloss Black colorway. That's a really cool colorway name, but I kind of want to redo this video, do it proper justice. I feel like I was kind of rushed on the last one, so let's start over. So this is the Airoh Commander 2. It's kind of a new entry to the AG adventure riding, I guess, helmet. I looked up when I researched them. I saw them before the end of last year, 2025, when I went to ANS, my local motorcycle shop here in Sacramento, Roseville, and I was looking at the Climb Creo's kind of lineup of helmets because I wanted a carbon helmet. I'm coming from the Scorpion AT, the EXO AT 960, 950s. I did a review of this helmet quite a while ago. I like this helmet for the price. This is like super affordable. I also had the 950, which is the one before this one. That's why I bought this one, because I really love the 950 for the price and what it offers. This is a modular helmet. Goes in like that and goes down. Has a built-in visor in there. So this helmet, it started to kind of bother me. So for the past year that I've been using it, it's really heavy, for one. Not carbon, but it's really heavy. It's also very like bulky looking, bulky feeling. It's just heavy. There's also no good airflow on this thing, even though if you face the wind that way with all the vents on, it's just not flowing air really well enough to my liking. The 950 was really good on that aspect, and but I've fallen off-road on that helmet, and I've dropped that helmet many times. And I should be not riding them anymore, but I usually still ride it for a couple more times until I'm satisfied that it's really useless. This one I fell off-road one time. It's not so bad, but like I said, it's just so heavy. So basically when I took the shock, like, you kind of rock your head more than what you would normally do because of just how much more weight you're carrying on your head. I've fallen on a Arai XD4, and the Arai XD4 is lighter than this, and they're not carbon. So Arai XD4 I recommend. It's just so expensive now. It's close to like $800 now. When I bought mine, I bought 3 Arai XD4s already, and each were $600, but now they're like $800 for the XD5, I think, close to $1,000. So I want to look at other options. So that's where the Airoh Commander 2 comes in. When I was doing a service on my GS at the dealership, I was looking at their gear section, and I saw this next to the Climb section. So I said, oh, I might just take a look at that, you know. So $579 for this thing. So $579 for a helmet that's carbon fiber, carbon composite, and has a sun visor built in, as you can see there. And it's just, first impression, I wouldn't know when I was riding it, but when I wouldn't know when I was looking at it at the store. But when I rode with it home because I wanted to see immediately what I bought. The flow of air is just amazing on it. So right off the bat, I'm impressed. And night and day difference between the weight of the Scorpion XO AT 960. As soon as I put it on, my neck relief is just like, wow, you know. So so mainly Airoh is like an off-road racing helmet. So they make those off-road racing helmets. That's kind of like their line. And this is kind of like, I guess, their entry to street level gear. So they don't have a racing helmet that's like a full face. They only make the adventure style helmets so far that I've seen. But you can remove this peak, and they give you the attachments to block off these things. They also give you attachment to, as you can see this part here, this thing comes off, and then there's going to be an attachment that in a box that they give you that you can mount like your GoPro. And it's such an innovative accessory package that, like, you know, I bought so many helmets. Like, I've had so many sorry, it's kind of hot today, but like I bought so many helmets that didn't offer that kind of functionality, modularity, and things like that. So I'm impressed. For 579, they give you a carbon helmet with a sun visor, those accessories, and it's such a nice touch. It feels like, you know, you paid 579. It's just, you feel like you got all the money's worth. I think if you compare this to like a Shoei Neotech 2 that comes with a sun visor, it still won't have like, it's not carbon for one, but you have a sun visor, I guess. Or the GT Air, they're like $500 or so. They won't give you the same what you get here. The fact that this is carbon shell, and it's just amazing. So this is a large. I'm a size large, fits me just great. I don't have any complaints about that. Comes with your bag here. So I just kind of want to give it a proper justice, you know, give you guys a proper look at it. I chose this color. I think they had a different color as well, but I ride BMW, so you know, you gotta choose the BMW colorway for this. So I think this is the best color they came up with. There's probably a solid color somewhere, or you know, but like, look at that. So so here's the actuation for the sun visor, the sunshade, and then the front shield is a pin lock as well. They give you actually a pin lock screen tear off thing for free for, I guess, I don't know how many that's in there, but it locks in, and then you have to press this to release, and then you go up, so you can see there. This chin deflection comes off. It's not on by default. You have to kind of pull it, put it on, and then even there's like a 2-layer design. So this is the basic setup, and then there's like this piece here that it's like a Velcro, and you kind of like adjust it to, you know, how much more coverage you want. You kind of Velcro it in place here somewhere, and then it's just, yeah, the liner, super comfortable. I would compare it to like an Arai like Comfort. Sorry, I'm sweating. It's really hot today, so in the garage. But yeah, so the Comfort liner, the comfort of the liner is it's like Arai Comfort. The Scorpion got better from the AT950 to the 960. It got softer. It's much nicer. I would put, like, for example, comfort wise, Arai is the most comfortable for me. Like the way they make their cheek pads and the material, it's just I love it. So this is equal to that, if not maybe better, slightly better. It's just, I don't know what to say to that, but like, I'm sure they have this special technology. If you look it up, you know, their own technology, their own design. DOT ECE, it's primarily a Europe kind of brand, so I guess they adhere to the ECE standard. Yeah, so in terms of airflow, you have vents on the top, 1, 2, and on the front, and that's more than enough. So it's the same. The AT960 also has vents on the top, but it doesn't even flow air to the top. It doesn't even grab air, but this one does. So as soon as I have them open, and the face is just like, you have so much airflow, and there's no exits on the rear that I can see. I think the bottom exits through the bottom, so you see the carbon fiber thing there. Comm system, as you can see here, I'll show you. They give you a lot of extra of this bits and pieces here, this plastic. If you misplace, there's extra. When you remove this peak, you can also block it off. They give you the plastic block offs. So as you can see here, there's a hole for your wires to go through if you're running a comms. So the thing with this is you probably have to use a sticky mount, because there's no way to clip it on the side here like other helmets. So that is unfortunate, but I'm also curious if water will get in there if it's raining. I do ride in the rain sometimes, so I don't know, but that's a nice touch to get into there. I usually just go under here. I don't care about the wire just hanging out here as long as it's tight around the edges here. So Reflectix, this is Reflectix. So I guess if you've fallen, I don't know, if you're falling and line is shining on you, this is a reflective material here. I don't know what else to show you guys, but I think I've shown you more than the last video I made. D-ring, simple D-ring. Scorpion XL also uses a D-ring, but some uses a ratcheting system. I like the D-ring system. I feel like it's more precise. Yeah, here's the ratings. I really love this helmet so far. First impression, there's gonna be a first impression video. So I'm gonna be using this to commute, to work, all that stuff, and see how it does over time. But I already know the weight is a big deal to this. So having a light helmet on your neck on a day-to-day basis, it makes a big difference. So I really recommend. I would recommend it for $579. I don't know what else you can get for $579. That's carbon composite, has a sun visor that looks like this. You know, I can't think of anything actually. I'm like really thinking about something, because the Klein Krios is like $700, I think. So so far this is the best. I don't know how long, if they're gonna stay with that price point once it catches on to people, but I've only seen this at the BMW dealership, so I haven't seen this on like Revzilla or Cycle Gear or anything. So anyways, yeah, there's your pin lock inserts on the face shield there. So anyways, kind of wanted to show you guys that and give it a proper kind of overview review. And I apologize if I'm sweating here because it's really hot today. But saying goodbye to the AT960 now. This is the topographic colorway. It's so heavy, just switching from that to this one. And this is the yeah, topographic. It's too bad it is so nice. Look how nice it is. It's too bad. It's just like I wish. I know it's not $500 helmet, right? This is like a $300, $200 something $300 helmet. I know, but like I wish, like bump it up to like 300 something. I don't know, 400, right? And make it lighter a little bit. I don't know, but it's such a waste of a. It's such a nice, like it could have been a nicer design. I don't know. So, but anyways, saying goodbye to this, retiring it. I've fallen like twice on this. I'm supposed to have replaced them already, but I did not. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. That's it. That's my new review of the Airoh Commander 2 in Doom Gloss Black colorway.